It's Friday, and we are talking about the worst of the worst when it comes to high yield funds. So we are in YieldCanary here, and we're going to go to the dashboard, and we are going to filter on all of the dead canaries. So you can see the filters right here. We're going to click on dead, and dead canaries are anything that have greater than 40% NAV erosion. So just as a refresher, the way we calculate NAV erosion is basically the annual price drop, and we take that divided by the annual distributions, and we get an estimated ROC percentage. So this is not perfect by any means. If there's some underlying volatility, like if Tesla drops in price, obviously that skews the death clock in the ROC percentage. So this is an estimate, but it's fun to look at. So we are looking at all the dead canaries right here, and we are going to filter firstly on the death clock. So the death clock shows under current conditions how long until a fund could lose 50% of its NAV based on the eroding ROC, the bad ROC. So you can see some names here: YQQQ, YETH, YBIT, WPay, ULTY, TSYY. You can see all of these funds have a death clock of half a year or less. So this is an estimate, but these are definitely ones, if you're worried about principal preservation, that you're going to want to avoid for sure. So let's also take a look at the headline yields on these. So you can see a lot of these headline yields, 130% for YETH, 134 for ULTY, 290 for TSYY. The headline yield is the trailing 12-month yield, so it is different from the advertised yield that you'll see on YieldMax website or Granite Shares website. We calculate it a little bit differently, and we are going to be adding a headline yield column here soon. But you'll notice that a lot of the ones that pay an insane amount, like MST showing a 400% headline yield, they also are the ones that have the highest destructive return of capital and the lowest death clock. So there is a correlation there, which is no secret in these high yield funds. If we look at total return 1 year, so this is just the share price appreciation, or how much it's gone down in 1 year. Leading the charts here: TSYY, MARO, AIYY, Coney from YieldMax, YETH from Roundhill, and the list goes on and on. You could see over the last year, 80% drop, 80, 79, 76, 69, 64, 62. So these are declining significantly in share price, which, if you are worried about, preserving your principal, these are ones that you're going to want to avoid. I know for the people on the other side of the spectrum that only care about the yield and you don't care about the NAV erosion, then maybe this is something you look at. You could always sort on headline yield and see these massive payouts. The top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 have a headline yield over 152%. So that is something to take into consideration. So depending on what kind of investor you are, depending on what is important to you with these high yield funds, these are just some ways that you can filter and sort these columns so you can see what's going on. But you could take a look at this list, and these are some of the worst, the worst performing high yield funds that we are tracking right now in YieldCanary. So that's all for this video. If you want to join YieldCanary, you can do so absolutely for free. There's a link down in the bio. You could click and get started for free. We got a lot of cool updates coming out. especially for the advanced plan, the advanced users. There's a lot of exciting things that are going to be appearing over in this left hand panel here. So stay tuned for all that. Leave some comments down below. I love the haters. Let me know if you don't think any of this stuff looks right. We are still improving this as we go with this feedback button. We're getting a lot of feedback from everyone that's using the platform right now. So subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you in the next video.